Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty big news going on over here when it comes to Xbox. Number one, we're now seeing some PlayStation Xbox users basically going and calling out and saying that China was the only reason why they somehow got the Wukong game early. God only knows what's going on that one. That's going to be a fun, weird topic to go cover. And of course, as well, a lot more extra kind of lingering, somewhat madness when it comes to Forza Horizon. Mainly because we actually have seen quite a few people somewhat upset that Xbox has given up another game. A lot of people kind of calling the fact that Xbox might just be a pure publisher at this point, which I've been kind of saying in my own general thoughts even a few months ago and pushing that where that's probably going to be the future of the Xbox console. And overall, just a bunch of random people mad on Twitter because that's sometimes the funnest news to go talk about. So let's go and talk about it. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. We have all the target links down below, so click on those and check those on out if you guys are interested in the products themselves. And of course, just hello. Hope you guys have a good weekend. You wanna know what I randomly did, by the way? Just random fun commentary. I got Denny's, and in all honesty, it was actually pretty solid. I'm not sponsored by them. I just randomly got Denny's because it was like 3 in the morning at one point, and it was actually pretty good. I don't know, let's go talk about some random stuff. So first and foremost, there's been a really weird, peculiar thing over here. And this is like just more so for the sake of entertainment, because I just think this is stupid. But as you guys probably know, Black Myth Wukong, which, by the way, actually has been seemingly getting really good reviews. We're going to talk about maybe in like a quick mini video if you want to be lazy today. But basically, it's had good reviews. Seen some 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s, and the game seems like a pretty solid. But one big thing to note is that it seems like Xbox is going to maybe have a delay when it comes to the Wukong game. But as well, as you guys probably just know in the generality, that Xbox has had a lot of really big issues when it comes to big game delays, such as Baldur's Gate got delayed and a few other various games that still have not shown up. But on the one bright side, though, instead of it all being hate stuff, Xbox actually is potentially getting some pretty cool games too as well, such as some of the games coming over from Final Fantasy, so kind of a good vibe that they're at least on the up and up. But basically, they're saying, hey man, like this is the usual console war stuff, hating on the game because it's delayed on their favorite box. Miserable Xbox. Which, by the way, I'm not usually someone who delves too much into the back and forth, maybe for fun, maybe for like just commentary, but I hope most people watching my videos were just kind of like gossip, like looking at numbers, like just kind of being in the know, like just seeing random shit going on kind of. And well, this is the random that's going on because this came over here from Anasan, which makes no sense to me. They're basically saying the flopping is very concerning for the whole PlayStation quote-unquote China program. Just like with Bungie, PlayStation might just be getting scammed again. Hashtag just buy Xbox Game Pass. In regards basically saying that any of these games that are coming out from other localizations, such as Japan, China, even India, that their games are quote-unquote scams. Now, I'm actually pretty excited for some of the more outside the normal regions, such as, the Stalker games coming out. I have high hopes for them. I've kind of seen other people say the other prior games are very good and very in-depth. And same thing with Wukong. Like, I don't think Wukong is from a traditional, normal Western developer, from like Santa Monica or like Insomniac. But it did look nice. It looked good and looked solid and looked like a game I'd be down to go and spend money on. So I don't necessarily really care what region they come from. I don't necessarily care where they come, where they go, all of that. I don't think I mind at all, as long as the game is good. And now there has been a few kind of concerns because this is just my own personal take. A lot of games that do come out from other regions are kind of on the mediocre side. Not because for any reason besides the fact that I just think our standards are very high for a lot of Western markets. Like look at Insomniac, look at Naughty Dog. Like they're not going to make a game that you're going to think like, oh, this is indie. Oh, I can totally tell this is not an American-based game because their standards and their budgets and marketing and everything, like the pressure on them is huge. But there's definitely been some games out there, like a good example is Forspoken, where the game itself really did feel third-party, but very mediocre third-party. And that is something I think they're kind of maybe trying to call out. But at the same time, I welcome new game studios. I welcome different regions, because you never know where like that natural knack might come from when it comes to someone from Japan or China or India. Like there's billions of people everywhere. And there's been people who've been making games everywhere too. Not every game has to be indie, and I mean, maybe Pearl Abyss is another good example, where that game studio made BDO and has some good potential for future games. Good graphics, good storyline, a lot of Korean MMOs and all that. And while it may not be the most standard single-player games, So think like how we are in America, very single player, very Hollywood vibes. I'm okay with like other cultures out there trying to make games. Look at maybe even Genshin. That was not even an American-based game. It was more Asian-based. And the game itself is a good, solid game. Like, it makes a lot of money. So I'm not against it. I really don't mind other regions. And it's kind of crazy that people are either hating on both ends. Number one, that Xbox has to have a delay. Like, that's kind of just weird that they're calling them the Xbox for that. But at the same time, it's weird that they're kind of calling out PlayStation, kind of assuming it's like bad. Like, I don't think it's bad if PlayStation gets Chinese games or Japanese games, as long as there's no like weird tomfoolery with them like stealing data or whatever. Like, that's a big deal, you know. It's honestly a big deal. So I'm cool with it. I think they should be focusing out there. They can invest over there, get more people playing console games too in China, Japan, etc. It's like, I think it's a good, valid business margin. And it's crazy that people are upset about this. If you kind of go through these comments too, it's just, I think just people just like to go and fight. You know, people are like, a bunch of morons, all third-party games. Sony had nothing to do with this. It's just weird over here. Xbox just all messed up. FF16 best game of the year, which was a good game. These clowns are crazy, and they want FF16 so bad that they call it go and trash. You literally hate anything that's not your favorite box. PS5. While you're trying to act like you're any better, you're also a clown. And this is what I think a lot of people like to do on Twitter. Go and rage bait people, get all those impressions, farm that stuff on up, and at the end of the day, it worked on me, but it's still kind of an intriguing topic nonetheless. Now, we still have been seeing a lot of people somewhat upset, though, when it comes to the Forza. And I can kind of feel my heart with this one. I'll show this Twitter video again, too, but there's a lot out there where it kind of sucks. And it is like the end-all be-all. And I do want to say Xbox, just based on even more reception, just kind of giving you guys the example that Forza has been leaked, that it will be coming to the PS5. And like, it sucks because Xbox users are sad. Like, generally, I've seen a lot of, like, maybe just like not for proper examples, but I have seen a lot of people that are generally sad about it. Like, they spent their money on their Xbox and they're hoping they'll get that exclusive. And that's why these like weird no hold bars issues is kind of weird. Because if we start off instantaneously that any game is available on any platform, well, number one, that's also hard, because PlayStation's probably going to soak up most market share because people kind of prefer their PlayStations. That's what their friends are on. That's the market leader right now. So it makes sense on why Xbox wouldn't do it. But it's one of those things where like someone has to break. And it seems like it's slowly cracking. You know, we're getting all these PS5 games now on Xbox. So the Final Fantasy examples. Or getting Forza Horizon up on PlayStation. Also the vice versa. So it is sucky. Like, I don't want to go and deny it. People on Xbox have been getting a little bit screwed over, because they have their console exclusives. PC users get it cheaper for Game Pass, which still surprises me that's even allowed and people are okay with that. Makes no sense to me. Truly doesn't. Truly does not. But like, I understand why people are mad. Like, I would be mad too. Like, it sucks. Like, you go and spend money and you hope you get an exclusive. Now, it has been multiple years, but what if someone bought it 6 months ago, you know? And I still think it's okay, because the more games that are spread out means that there's more options for people. Probably cheaper prices, better games, quicker exclusives too as well, just probably overall, especially if that's kind of how the industry is going. And like I said, people were upset. Like, if you kind of scroll through some stuff and you look at all these tweets too as well, like, it just sucks. Like, look at this. Like, some guy just looking for literally 2 seconds on top of this, you know, too. Forza Horizon 5. New update or finding a new home on a competitor's platform. You're a disgrace at this point. Like, this guy's out here literally, I mean, but this is how people feel. It got favorites, people respond, people agree. And I've seen this kind of sentiment pushed a lot where people are just not happy with Xbox. Because it is true, you spend $500, you are an Xbox user for many years, you use Xbox Gold, Halo sucked, minus opinion. Like, it's bad. But of course, as well, we also do have a lot of games coming up here for Gamescom, which I'm a little excited for. Not sure if we'll have any brand new games or things we should go check out, but even for Xbox, they do have Overwatch 2, which I'm intrigued on, Age of Mythology, Starfield's DLC, Stalker, which I do want to play, Diablo, which I want to play, Dragon Ball, the brand new Dragon Ball game. Like, a lot of this stuff I think is cool. There's also Star Wars Outlaw. I'm going to probably play that too as well. World of Warcraft, I'm going to be playing that. Fallout 76, probably no. Elder Scrolls Online, no. Microsoft Flight Sim, yes. 2 Point Museum, probably. I'm not sure what Frag Punk is, but maybe I'll check it out. And like, there's a lot of cool games coming out in the very near future when it comes from Xbox. And as well as the Indiana Jones game and stuff. So we'll try to go cover up that information on the channel in case anything big does come out. So make sure you guys are subscribed for that. So I'll have to see. Like, I'm kind of hoping that it'll be something fun and good and things we want to watch and care for, because I want to play some brand new games. But either way, PlayStation is apparently crazy, working with whatever. I don't know. Xbox hates everyone. Like, Twitter is nuts at this day and age. So I'm going to go and chill and relax, and I'll see you on another video maybe throughout today. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. All the Target links to the summer holiday sales. Go click on those and check those out if you guys are interested. And I appreciate y'all for watching.